you. So we actually have this methodology that I teach. It's called the 3 A's. And the 3 A's are as follows. This is when you plan for the meeting ahead of time. The first A you want to think about is, if this conversation, interview goes incredibly well, what action do I want the person to take? What do I want them to do? Physically, like if you were in the office, you have to get up out of your chair. I want them to go speak to HR and tell them that they need to interview me. I want them to speak to the hiring manager and say, you need to give this individual another interview. Something that's actionable, not just like, I'll review your resume. That's okay. That's not really much of an action. Something that actually gets them to do something. That's the first A. The second A is, well, if they're going to do something, what do I have to have them believe about me? What attitude do I want them to have about me by the time we finish this short conversation? And it's usually about, what are the skills that I have? What do I want them to understand? I'm a great writer. I know how to research. I'm great at sales. I can do accounting. I'm analytical. Whatever that is, you have to make sure that that is explained during the conversation. It is not just throwing out the keywords. You have to give a story of, let me tell you about a time when I used my analytical skills and why I think I could use it in this organization. The last A are answers. What are the couple of questions you're going to ask to get the answers that you need? So it's not the whole conversation. It's just a piece of the conversation where you need to have 3 to 5 great questions that you need to find out, and you can't find them on Google. Questions such as, how do you measure success? Tell me, what is the criteria that you look for when hiring an intern or new candidate? Tell me, what are your goals for the company this year, this quarter? So things that are really specific to the person or at that moment in time, or something, oh, I just noticed online that you posted about this merger, this acquisition. How's it impacting the company? I mean, we can go on and on, but 3 to 5 really insightful questions. And what's unique about this structure is that when you actually are in the meeting, you flip it. So when you first come into an informational interview, you say, I have some questions for you that I'd like to make sure we address. A lot of times people say, great, why don't you ask them first? So you ask your questions first, which to me is like almost getting the answers to the test. So you have the answers. Then you explain the skills you have and the attitudes they should have about you. And then when they're really kind of impressed by what you're saying, say, based on what I've shared with you, would you consider recommending me to the person in HR for another interview, the action? And this simple structure actually keeps them on task. The interviewer is impressed because there's a plan and there's an outcome that actually yields a legitimate next step versus hoping or crossing your fingers that someone's going to get back to you.